Oh, Fred G. Sanford.
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, baby.
This is
with a drink in my hand.
15 friends. Welcome to episode 7. Episode 7 already. This one is entitled "The Summer of Doug," and we'll get into that more shortly. I don't have an intro prepared for this one, so I appreciate everybody being here. The gang's here. Everybody take a seat. Campbell?
You didn't have an intro prepared, but I think that we handled it just fine.
That's
with
correct.
Our version of Sanford and Son. For those of you that couldn't pick up on what that was all about.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jeremy, give us one more. Go.
Lamont, you big dummy.
This is a big one, Elizabeth.
We got a fun episode once again. Guys, these are just, these are so much fun to make. And for our friends that do listen to these that haven't come into the garage and just gotten on a mic and had a drink or two and had a good time with it, come on. We want you in here. Jeremy's been an amazing addition to what we've done tonight. Quick little shout out to the episode that we just made, our side piece about the World Cup. Y'all make sure you check that out. Tonight we're gonna discover all about the summer of Doug, and we're gonna get that. We're gonna get into that.
It's not Woodstock. It's not the summer of love.
Yeah, not the summer of love. And we're definitely going to need some context around that. But before we get started, what's up, fellas? It's a new week. What's up?
What's going on?
Anything going on?
Yeah, man. I'll share some good news.
Go.
Ooh.
So work-wise, we have been talking to NBC Sports about Football Night in America, and my company will be activating the sideline studio for Football Night in America all season this season. So Maria Taylor, look out, I'm coming.
Ooh.
And we
Norm,
will be building
down.
them. Yeah, calm down, Norman. And we will be building them their new set that will debut next year and will be a revolutionizing piece in television sports broadcasting.
Nice.
That's awesome, man.
Congrats.
So shout out to Filmworks.
Okay. I dare anyone to top that one.
Well, I'll top it.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'll top it because that's what they call me Topper.
In the gay community?
Ouch.
Ouch. My
One
goodness.
up Norman.
Man,
Let's
how
do
about
it.
that? No, I had a really good bowel movement today, and things worked out good.
You
My
did
baby.
top it. Hey, get over here. Get over here.
Everything worked out in my favor.
Yeah, Derek, yours was shit compared
Take
to that.
that, Derek, and your fancy job.
Hey, let's circle back real quick. Is that top of the heap for your company in terms of stature?
It's a big deal. I mean, my company is sort of like, and not to brag, Filmworks, shout out. We are sort of the gold standard in television broadcasting sideline studio setups. And really, like, if you watch the NFL draft, you watch any television broadcast, especially football, we are the gold standard. But NBC challenged us to come up with something new and innovative, and we have. But in the meantime, this year we're going to use an existing sideline set to run their studio show that they're taking from New York. They're taking it to the sidelines of every stadium this year. We also do the sideline stuff for Big Noon Kickoff. We do sideline studio for Amazon Thursday Night Football. We had a rover set on top of an aircraft carrier for the NASCAR race in San Diego this past weekend. Mm-hmm. So some really cool, fun stuff. I have almost nothing to do with any of it, but I am happy to participate.
Hey, now.
The NBC thing has been my baby.
That's
though.
huge.
I'm super excited.
You going to get to travel to some of these things and take a look?
I will.
Awesome.
I will.
Cool.
Nice.
Very cool.
Can you take 6 friends?
Yeah.
I could definitely +5 it.
Can we get the Masters set, please?
Hey, I tried at the Masters. Fred Ridley shut us down. Fred, get your act together.
We got a fun little episode tonight. We're going to start real quick with the Canes. This will probably be the last time that we talk about our
Maybe.
beloved Carolina Hurricanes for a little bit. We're transitioning into the World Cup, and then the sooner the better. Football. But the Canes had a big parade this past weekend. Anybody got any initial impressions on how the celebration went? It looked like Jarvis reaffirmed why he's my favorite Cane.
I mean,
just FYI.
The latest estimate from Raleigh. Look, Raleigh's a city. I don't know if I'd actually call it a city in my book, but it's a city. There were 180,000 people on the streets in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Didn't burn a
go.
thing.
Let's
Didn't
go.
light
Not even a
single
broken
thing
window.
on fire.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing but a
Unbelievable.
Marlboro Light.
Fantastic.
I am so stoked for the future of this team. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's
My favorite quote was Jarvis talking about how their bus decided to go tarps off. And he said, it's a bummer that I had to stand next to Keandre Miller, who looks like a Greek god. And Jarvis said, I look homeless.
Did you see the picture of Rod holding the cup and his abs that have like 18,000 abs?
he's got an 8-pack.
I
Yeah.
showed that to Michelle, who's never been really interested in these guys before.
And her lawyer
she
contacted you
zoomed
this
in.
morning?
Yes. She zoomed in about 20 times on the picture
wait.
to look at his.
Derek, say that again.
Go back.
Yeah. How quick can you file?
and her attorney was in touch
Yes.
immediately.
So good.
It
So
was
good.
amazing.
Well, he got snubbed for the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
and
Eric stalled it
shame
too.
on them. Shame on them.
Hey,
Shame on them.
First round.
That's out off the press.
First pass.
No, this ain't the first
No,
pass.
it's not
No,
first.
sir.
No.
hockey nerd thoughts on that. They had to put Big Walt. They had to put Keith Kachuk in first because they're very similar players, very similar credentials, and so they had to put. I was surprised. Rod was only an All-Star once.
That's shocking.
Keith Kachuk, who is I think the leading all-time goal scorer among Americans, was only an All-Star twice.
Can I?
Did y'all see the news? The last of the hockey news, the other Kachuk news.
Brady going to
his
Florida.
brother.
Man.
There's a meme going around with Chunk and what's the
wow.
what's the
Oh,
weird
yeah.
guy's name from the Goonies?
Yeah.
And he's like,
Oh,
I'm
Sloth.
gonna
Sloth.
take you home, and it's about Brady.
Man, imagine
it's so good.
Imagine how excited you are. You live in Ottawa. You have been playing on a team that doesn't make or barely makes the playoffs, and you know
And you're
know,
hated for being an American.
And Brady is one of the best players in the world. I mean, he really is. He's a power forward like du jour. And to be like, hey, guess what? You're moving to Lauderdale to be neighbors with your brother. Buy yourself a golf cart and as many pairs of flip flops as you can find on Amazon. You don't have to freeze and die anymore,
Right.
and you can play on one of the best teams in the league, and they will be trouble next year.
Yeah.
I wrote down team is solid. We talked about that in our Canes breakdown. Stahl's coming back. I wrote apparently Jarvis parties. And then I've got tarps off ? Why is it called tarps? Why are we calling it tarps?
That's a Canadian term for your shirt.
Okay.
We will probably
Yeah, we Canadian now.
on
What the
the-
hell going on? I thought we was
That's
taking
what
them
I,
over.
see, what
Hey?
I tell
thought
you
we
in
were
the
taking
last
them over,
episode
though.
about mimicking
No.
stuff.
But I thought we were
We go in
taking
and we imitate.
they just have better lingo than we do. Let's just
51st
admit it.
state.
Hockey players in general
Canadians
just have
are
better
And
better
Brits.
at it.
And Brits.
jargon.
But we, and I mean the collective we have a photo of our friend Jeff who lost his damn mind during the playoffs and sent us a tarps off shirt, a photo.
Yes.
Took his shirt off. He was on vacation with his lovely family. My guess when I got the photo was that he had at least 10 takes at that
No,
photo
one photo.
because he looked pretty freaking jacked,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Can I
Chat
tell you-
GPT.
No,
Yeah,
send this back.
That was a hey. I've had 150 drinks. We were on the beach all day, and the game was on. We got up a couple of goals, and I handed the phone to my wife Michelle and said, "Take a picture. I'm going to do tarps off." Thought it was a good idea. Then it became the background picture of our text thread for a couple of days.
Campbell, did you show that to Kelly and her attorney contacted you? Did I hear that?
There's one person in this room that like terrifies me when tarps are off, and he's sitting at the end of the
Right.
and Mr. Rob.
Oh,
Takar.
Rob Takar.
Every time Rob shows up at the at the pool on Sunday. I'm like, oh, I'm glad Kelly decided to stay home.
Yeah.
So
long and brown. That's what
Yeah.
he is.
asshole. So Cane's big celebration this weekend. Well done. Tip of the cap. We'll probably circle back midsummer when there's a trade or some news or something.
Only 3
along
months
those
till
lines.
the next season.
Only 3 months. Let's hope these boys get some rest. Get some rest, boys. Come on. We got to fight again. And Jordan Stahl came out and was like,
Sober up.
they asked him, hey, what do you think? Are you going to go out on a high? And he goes, nope, I want another one. So
Nice.
bring it. Kane.
Let's
bring
go.
It. Bring it. We
What
celebrated
time of day was that?
the light. It was still daylight.
High noon.
They were drinking ultras at that point. He was still.
It was still daylight. We had a big party this weekend to celebrate our friends' nuptials, Mike and Trish Thomas.
Oh, what a good time.
Anybody got any comments about the party?
Oh, what a great time. Watson and Ward, downtown Raleigh. If you've never been down there, go check it out. I'm talking about drinks, fantastic. I went on a drink tour, literally a journey with John Iwick. And it was a bourbon extravaganza. It was such a great time. Started with an old fashioned, went to a Manhattan, some French drink that tastes like bad wine, and then the last one, a paper plane. It's by far the greatest drink. It tastes like an IPA, but just straight liquor. It's fantastic. Thanks, John. Happy to you, baby.
Nothing could be more appropriate or horrifying for Norm Turner than to have a bourbon drink taste like an IPA. Oh, this ought to be a fun summer, Norm.
Look, props to Mike.
Sweet.
You're offering this group an open bar
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
with premium liquor.
That's right.
Yeah, you brought professionals.
I told
Correct.
Derek at the pool this weekend, John didn't take you on a drink tour. You ever pull down a street and it says no outlet? That's where he took him.
Yeah, in related news, Norman was nowhere to be found.
I've
on
talked
Sunday.
to John
He
Iwick.
was in
He
the house.
walked by my house the other day with his amazing dog Virgil, and he's popped in for about 5 minutes and gave me a little behind the scene things going on here. And what I heard was several of you all warned Norm about taking this journey. And
I had a
Sounds to me
23-minute
like-
conversation with him about it.
sounds to me like Norm said,
It was
challenge
fantastic.
accepted.
I really,
IDGAF. That's what he said. IDGAF.
Nice work.
it was fantastic. It was a really good time. And I would just want to thank John for that, man. We had talked about it prior to the event, and then we get there, and then it's open bar. Mike and Trish have fantastic food. They got fantastic food. The drinks are popping. It was just a good time. So shout out to John. Shout out to Mike and Trish. Congratulations, y'all beautiful couple. Start popping babies out. Let's go.
Wow.
Whoa, you
Whoa.
calm down.
I gotta say that
I'd like to talk about the pile of pickup sticks that Jeremy created next to that buffet table late night.
It looked like
The
a
bamboo sticks?
kindling wood situation.
There was a skewer deal, and there was shrimp, and there was chicken, and I made a little pile earlier in the night, having conversation, just kind of absent-mindedly grabbing skewers when it was clear no one else was going to eat. And then later in the night, Jeremy showed me what you can really do, what's possible next to like warming trays and some food. Jeremy, do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I could have built a 2-bedroom log cabin out of what I did over there.
What's that Netflix show? Alone? They need to do that at Watson Woodson.
Hey, man,
Jeremy will have a mansion.
Jeremy could be naked and not afraid at all. Jeremy's in.
That's correct.
It was not something I'm super proud of, but man, did I get a lot of protein.
Hey, it was all protein. That was like the healthiest thing you could do.
Oh.
was
Those
just
brisket sliders were good. I should have
knock
eaten
down
more of them because
shrimp.
I was.
When you're in the Uber on the way home, you're usually thinking about like a Taco Bell or some late night run. No,
You were good.
I was
No.
full.
I just
Man.
love that the whole crew was there to celebrate, Mike's big day. Rob, you looked amazing. How'd you end up? How'd you fare by the late night? How were you? No, I have no idea. I'm just being honest. Like, give a little perspective over there.
Well, Norman and went down a journey with John Iwick. I went down a different one with John Iwick. And
You guys went to the bathroom together? Is that
Did
what
we
you said?
find a common denominator?
yeah, I think I blanked out most of the party and woke up and was standing there in Mike's jacket
Yeah.
That's true.
I remember my rookie contract.
God, these Burns boys, boy, you got to watch out.
I rode home in an Uber with Rob and his lovely wife, 51, Jennifer. I was in the back seat. Jennifer was asleep, leaning on me. My wife, Tracy, was asleep, leaning on Jen. And Rob was in the front. And I don't think we exchanged any words on the ride home.
Nice night,
That's
boys.
because
nice
you
night.
were sleeping.
I was not sleeping, man.
I
Stop
have
that.
video evidence.
So
Stop
somebody please
Hey, don't
confirm
video
this.
Don't video your friends.
Yeah,
sleeping.
no,
That's not
no,
cool.
you don't do
You
that.
already blanked out the night
But-
before.
If somebody could confirm this, they had a minimum that they had to meet at the bar, and like
The first 20 minutes?
18 minutes in, the bartender was like, "You're good."
You're good.
7:42 done. Hey, wait. Norman mentioned something interesting. Maybe we should go back to the night before. What we got into?
Set it up quick.
So who goes in Wake Forest? Fantastic. I think it was mentioned on an episode, the Cardinal
Oh, yeah.
in Wake Forest. Fantastic location. There was a couple of cats who went to the Cardinal. Good music. Had a band in there. I mean, they were rocking out, man. It was a good time. So I had my it was cowboy hat night, turkey feathers, raccoon tail on the back, Johnny Cash black on black. Hey, I'm talking about with the caiman skin boots on, like killing the game. Man, we went and had us a time. I'm talking about a time.
Anybody who follows the 15 Friends Instagram feed has seen the photos of Norman in the Johnny Cash outfit with the Chris Stapleton hat on.
Good time. So we end up, anytime you with Rob, you end up where? The Waffle House.
Or McCoy's.
Or McCoy.
Which one's better?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's totally
another,
debatable.
Yeah, another podcast. Another podcast.
Well, this particular night we end up at the Waffle House. Good time, man. Go to Waffle House. We get out the Uber. We're like, man, we about to go in here and crush this. Like, it's going down. We're hungry. Not hungry. Hungry.
I know the difference.
All right, we ready.
Mm.
We get up there. These ass clowns have a pick up and order window. You can't go in the Waffle House in Wake Forest inside and sit down and eat anymore.
What do you mean?
After a certain time.
They finally caught on.
11:30 to 6 a.m.
You didn't hear about this?
No indoor.
No, I knew that you guys were sitting outside.
Yeah,
I didn't know that there was a now.
I just thought you were the
policy.
three they wouldn't let
You
in.
thought
But of the 1,300 videos that I've seen on social media at Waffle House after 11 p.m., I now know why. Okay,
Well, and
that's
they
why
got
you guys were
three
sitting on
people
the
working
curb.
in there, right? So we get up there, and I'm like, man, I want to go sit down. I'm thinking about a scatter smothered cupboard. I'm thinking about, a waffle. Get me a good hot cup of coffee. No. So I tell Rob, I was like, man, just order. So he goes and orders these breakfast bowls, right?
Look like goulash.
Oh, it was a thing of beauty.
They were great.
The next morning was a thing of beauty because it brought me back to life. We end up sitting on the curb.
I thought you guys went to a taco truck
Like-
when I saw the
I know.
picture.
For sure.
You were sitting on a
Hobos.
curb.
Like hobos.
Like a freaking hobo. Like I felt like I was homeless.
Can you
I
guys
was
give
unhoused.
Can you give an approximate time of when that was?
12:30.
Okay, not awful.
Easy,
not
right?
awful.
I'm not a bet man, but I'll take the over.
that feels right.
Yeah. So
Cardinal didn't kick us out.
Outs-
We left of our own accord.
Exactly.
So it was not closing time.
Good time, Cardinal. Thank you.
outstanding weekend. We celebrated Mike and Trish, and gonna have Mike on this podcast. I pulled him aside and said, "You got to get on our podcast." He was like, "I'm gonna get on there. I'm gonna get on there." So we'll have to find something appropriate for
Waffle
him. So-
House, do better.
Do better.
What I love about Waffle
Really?
House,
You
what I-
can't really blame
what I-
them, though.
we ain't gonna
Yes,
let it
I
go.
can.
No, we're not
Yes, I
letting it
can.
go.
What I've always liked about Waffle House is the inherent danger.
Yeah.
When you walk into a Waffle House at like 1
You
o'clock,
kind of got to look around a little bit, little head on a swivel.
anything could happen.
Well, see, that's when you go there once every 5 months when you're an employee of the Waffle House, and that's nightly.
Yeah, hey, yeah,
they're
that's-
like,
that's-
hey, we're going to set up a pickup window.
that is what you sign up for. That's like if you sign up to be the bouncer at the Double Deuce, you might get stabbed any night.
Hey,
and
you
that's
know,
kind of what you like about it.
so my
You might have
favorite
to
line.
call Dalton up.
Man, I have gone completely off the rails now. My favorite line
I'll bring
in
us
that
back.
in that movie. All right, favorite line
Which movie?
with the double deuce.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Okay.
The original Roadhouse. He's in the bar teaching the people about what the expectations are. And this guy says, well, what if he calls my mother a whore?
He goes,
He looks at him and says, well, is she?
shout out to Jeff Healy, R.I.P.
It was by far the greatest line because it's real. What is it?
Yeah.
What you gonna get upset about it?
Right.
While we're Waffle Housing, I used to live in Atlanta, which is like the kind of the central location of Waffle Houses, and I lived in Duluth, and my buddies and I
That
used
ain't
to go-
Atlanta.
We used to go to this bar, and we went into a Waffle House, and Usher was sitting there, and my dear friend Tim Fitzgerald, we're walking out of Waffle House, we're proper, and he stops and looks at Usher and goes, "Hey, you Michael Jackson wannabe motherfucker!"
Wow.
Just keeps it moving.
This is your buddy?
See, and that's why y'all are sitting on the curb.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
why
You're
and-
blacklisted.
yeah, and look at it, and look at
You're
you now.
blacklisted.
You just ruined it for us, Derek. Thank
Hey, I've seen a lot of stuff in Waffle Houses, but hey, it's
you.
memorable.
Not going back with you.
Nobody got punched. I mean,
Derek, you'll appreciate this. They used to have a Waffle House connected to the parking lot of Cowboys.
I've been in there. I saw Kenny Chesney make hash browns.
I watched a guy take his belt off and just swing it around to get out of there one night. That's why y'all are sitting on the curb.
That was maybe the best Waffle House in America for a hot minute.
My
Jeff-
first introduction to Waffle House was in Gainesville when I went to school there. And we used to call it Warfel House because Danny Warfel was the quarterback of Florida back in the day.
Of course.
He never set foot in that place after
No.
9 p.m. He was at Bible study.
That's correct. But I'm just saying we used to call it Warfel House.
Outstanding. Shout out to an amazing weekend. Good recap, boys. We're going to transition into the topic of the episode, the summer of
The
Doug,
topic du
and it
jour.
seems very kind of vague. Can anyone try to set this up for us? I have no idea what it is. I honestly don't.
So the summer of Doug is when you're driving down the interstate, 110 miles an hour, and you just throw your give a fuck out the window,
Okay.
and it bounces on the interstate like a shitty cassette.
Like, is that a metaphor for anything you're doing that summer? Or
No,
wherever?
it's your new life purpose. You just stop caring,
Okay.
and everything gets easier and clearer. And I need Norman to elaborate.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. That by far was one of the greatest descriptions of what the summer of Doug is.
So Norm brought this to our attention in the last week or two.
Yeah, we need a
So-
little more of a
So-
background on what happened here.
So
too.
where were we again, Jeff? It escapes me.
We were at Old Man Breakfast. Jeff,
Old Man
tell-
Breakfast.
Tell the people.
We were at Old Man Breakfast at the Rolesville Tavern.
Shout out Rolesville Diner.
Rolesville Diner.
So we're at the Rolesville Diner, and we had a group of about 5 or 6 that particular day, and I was a little more energized than usual, and believe it or not, and I was
yeah,
like,
your morning vibes are usually pretty slow.
normally pretty, because
yeah.
you
I'll
but
agree.
that was
I'll
one of the
agree.
mornings.
Okay.
Fat Boy got up a little earlier.
Yep.
I'd been up since like 4:30, and I'd had several pots of coffee up until we met at 8:00. Long story short, my father-in-law's name is Doug.
Doug,
Shout out Doug.
Doug.
love you, buddy.
Fantastic dude. Doug, in his life, has a very laissez-faire attitude about everything. It's just laid back. It's just like whatever, what's going to happen is going to happen. So I'll give you a little backstory. Several years ago, my brother-in-law, who I love, shout out Isaac, love you, bro, had a really bad accident. Isaac was 16 years old. Probably would have been Division I baseball, Division I football. About 6'3", 6'4", great big old joker, man. He had an accident. He ended up being paralyzed from the chest down. His girlfriend, who was in the car with him, died. She was pregnant. The baby died. Several weeks after the accident, he was in a coma. He comes out to find out that they've passed on.
And found out that he was paralyzed.
And found out he was paralyzed from the waist down. So my father-in-law, who we have our differences, and I love him for our differences. We're headed home this week. Me and him will argue on the front yard about something because that's what we do. My mother-in-law will come outside and say, "Hey, shut up, guys! Go out into the yard."
You'll say, "Doug, when you step outside."
Yeah, well, let's step outside. We can handle this like men. Like that's what we do. But I watched him navigate as a father of 3 and 2 sons. Like he had a vision of what his life would have been with his son. He saw Isaac playing ball, going into his senior year, being the starting linebacker, being the starting third baseman, being that guy. That went south. So I watched him over the years because my wife and I will be married. This is our, 26, 20. Oh my goodness, it's 20th year in July. And I've been around this family for about 24 years. I've watched him take on a persona of, hey man, it kind of is what it is. I don't know what anybody wants me to do. And for a long time, I didn't realize why he was that way. But the reality is, man, he's had to navigate some crap, right? Legitimate crap. And so now on this side of being a father, being a husband, being a son-in-law to Doug and Liz, man, I've realized why he's the way he is. Because there's sometimes, man, he gives 2 F's about a lot of stuff. It's like, hey, the house is on fire. Is it the left wing or the right wing?
Yeah.
Hey, there's a fire. The porch is literally on fire. Has it touched the house siding yet? If it hadn't yet, we're good. Hey, there's a snake in the front yard that's massive. Well, is it one of those black racers? If it is, that's a good snake.
Yeah.
Like
Call me.
Call JB, right? This is who he is. So I have to say all of that to say, since our conversation at the old man breakfast last week, I know why this for me is the summer of Doug. It is a literal time to step back and say, hey man, there's some stuff I can control and there's some crap I can't. Those things that I can control, get dialed in. Those things I can't control, back up. So here's to my children. If I go to Chick-fil-A and you didn't tell me you were hungry, I'm getting me a 8-piece nugget fries and a Diet Coke just for me. As a matter of fact, I did it today.
8?
Shut up.
You go 8?
Yeah, I don't go 12. I don't do 30. No.
That's nuggets, though. That's not tenders.
He always orders himself an
nuggets.
appetizer.
Yeah.
I'm with JB. I'm party trade just for me.
Oh,
He didn't want to say,
Oh,
I got the 2 sandwiches,
I bar
extra
mitzvah
pickles.
order.
He got a Marco's on the way home, too.
so I say all that to say I want this group of men and anybody listening to embrace there's some things you can control. Life comes at you fast. I'm talking about comes at you fast. And when it comes at you fast, be prepared to pivot, be prepared to make the adjustment, but don't take it too damn serious because you never get out of it alive.
Wait. You said more the other day.
No, because
Yeah.
I've had an opportunity to evaluate why I felt the way that I did.
Let me hit pause real quick. What
Hit it.
at the breakfast table? Like where did this originally come from? I wasn't there.
We
so
were talking
I'm not
about
setting this
kids'
up.
sports. We
Yep.
were talking about kids not picking up behind themselves.
Yep.
We were talking about people not
It was more the dinner thing, though,
grabbing
wasn't it?
their own. It's people not doing their part.
Yep. And then this is where you chimed in.
And then it was like I'm going to embrace my father-in-law's vision of ain't my problem.
Look, I can associate because as the guy that cooks in the house, I can't tell you how many nights I go, hey, what does everybody want for dinner? My daughter will go, I don't care. My wife will go, I don't care. And I'll be like, all right, I'm going to cook steaks. And then I'll get, well, I don't feel like steak. And I'm like, well, I asked y'all what you wanted. I'm just going to pick up Summer Doug and go, I'm going to cook steak for myself, and y'all figure it out.
That's what a Summer Doug is.
That's right.
It is literally giving people an opportunity to make a decision. When they don't want to make a decision, you do what you want to do.
Right.
You know, it's
not my fault.
If I want to go get a Corvette tomorrow, and people in this room feel like I will not get one,
No,
but I will.
I can't wait.
Please
because
don't.
we're going to be
On
trading
purpose.
cars.
You are too damn big for a
On
Corvette,
purpose.
son.
No, you worry about the
Eat-
wrong thing.
Eat
Shaq
your
got a
shorts,
Corvette.
Derek.
Shaq got a Corvette.
You better get some
And I'm
Vaseline
smaller
too.
than him.
Because Norm and I are going to be trading Jeeps and Corvettes.
That's right. Hey, man, you take the Jeep, I take the Corvette. We roll
That's
it.
right.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, Norm. I had no idea that the Summer of Doug was gonna be
So prolific.
such a kind of a deeper, meaningful thing.
Wait.
You know, like I've seen some text messages like, Norm's got a new persona.
Yeah.
Doug.
You can do that.
You know, you've got
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, dude,
You've
you
got-
can do it with that.
No.
It was
I'll know
coming out
when to-
for a second.
Hey, listen, coach your own team over there. Go over there and ding, ding,
All right,
ding,
Pete.
ding, 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 ding. So, Lars, Velvet,
Yep.
Lavender,
Yep.
Doug,
Doug.
you know, Norm, you got a lot of personas. This one I didn't see coming.
And this
That's
is
pretty
just
cool.
one
I love
that
it.
has come to grips that there's so much I can't control. And shame on us as a group of men and a group of people listening to the pod. Like, there's some things you can't control. And those things you have to step back and say, all right, here's what I'm going to do. Everybody else can do whatever it is they
Or
want
not
to
do.
or not do. I'm not, hey, we're gonna go look at the sunflowers. No, I'm not. I'm not going. Y'all take your steps on down there and do it. Whatever that looks like. So yes, it is a very unique stance for me, because normally I'm just kind of like wide open, is what it is. Let's go get it. But embracing my father-in-law's mentality of, hey, I've seen some crap. I've seen some stuff that didn't make sense. I'm going to kind of do my own thing. Now, at the chagrin of my mother-in-law, because you know, my father-in-law's the type, like, he'll get an old rug and throw it in the front yard. Cause I don't want to cut that grass. I'm gonna just throw it in the yard and let the rug kill the grass. Right? He's old school. He's an old school guy. They got this farm out there in Alabama. It's hundreds of acres, and for him, it's like it's not a big deal. And I feel as if the more we navigate our lives, we need to take on Doug's vision of, hey man,
Let
ain't
it
my
happen.
problem. Hey, too much stuff.
Well, this also evolved from, why am I volunteering opinions in my home when nobody wants to hear them? Why am I asking questions nobody wants to answer, or nobody wants to give me a good answer to? And I'll relate this to like my grandfather. When my grandparents moved into their home, got his own bedroom. He punched out. He was like, I got my own space. If you were sitting in my man Charlie's room, Charlie would say, I'm going for a ride. You want to go? Yeah. When Charlie said that, he would get up, put a hat on, grab a cigar, walk out the front door with his keys, walk to the car, turn the car on, and drive out of the driveway. He did not stop and say, like, you coming? No, it was just, I'm going now. If you're not in the passenger seat when I'm leaving, I'm leaving.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I
And
love it.
like, so I think that's part of it too, is like kind of letting go of the things that, you know, I'm asked my opinion on things a lot, where I'm just like, no one really cares what I think about this. Like, why would I even volunteer an opinion? It's me just saying words to say words. And then I think we all go through this too, where your significant other will say, hey, we're having dinner with so-and-so on Friday night. And I came to this conclusion years ago where my wife was like, you know, like Friday afternoon, she's like, oh, hey, we're having dinner with so-and-so. And I'm like, okay. She's like, you didn't know, did you? I was like, nope. And she said, why didn't you know? And I said, well, on Tuesday, when you told me we were having dinner Friday night with so-and-so, I knew I'd be here. So why would I put that in
Take
my
up space.
memory bank.
Right.
I know I'm going to be here.
I don't have
It's
to
gonna
commit
take-
space on
it's
the
gonna
hard
take me
drive.
3 minutes to put deodorant on, throw a pair of underwear and a pair of shorts on, and go. Like, I'm not wasting data on stuff that doesn't matter.
No, I love that because I've been trying to do that more in my life too. Because I feel like you try to be everything to everybody, right? And it's the same thing. It's you ask the questions and you get minimal feedback, or you know. But also, it's like at some point you have to just say, "Hey, screw it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it." Right? I'm going to the pool today.
I'm
Should I
going
go
to
to the
get
pool
on the
today?
boat.
No, I drank for the last 3 days. I had a very strong pool weekend. Like, do I need to go to the pool today? Yeah, probably not, but it's going to make me feel better to just sit there and have a few beers with the boys.
So
Right?
JB, it's like when you go fishing and you're on the front of that boat, like that's a Doug moment. It's doing what you want to do.
But it's also, I'm the only son of a bitch that wants to get up at 5 a.m. and roll out there, right?
Right.
You could open doors and say, "Hey, you going today?" Man, no, not today. So, but it's also, for me, it's like, that's my piece.
Yeah.
I go out there and I have to have a reset for the next week or I'm going to be an asshole,
Yeah.
Yep.
right? You have to have some type of all right, I'm doing this for me because, I'm the one that's, and I don't want to say it like breadwinner
Right.
or whatever, but there's a lot of pressure that gets put on
Yep.
Man,
us, right?
Yep.
We'll have
And
a whole
it's
nother
like-
podcast about
And
that.
it's like you roll out there, and
Preach.
it's like, okay, if you give me 4 hours on the water where my phone doesn't ring, and nobody asks me a question, and nobody wants me to do anything, and that's it, I'm good to go for the next week.
Yeah.
I can reset and go. And my wife has finally understood that, where she's just like, go up to the lake by yourself.
Go have fun.
Go
Yeah.
do what you want to
Relax.
do by yourself. I know you need and we're on very different deals because I deal with people every single day, all day. A lot of times, the last thing I want to do is deal with other people.
That's such a funny conversation to have, because like forever I worked from home.
Yeah.
And Michelle, my wife, who is in the hotel business, she has to go on property all the time. And back in the day when I used to work from home, she would come home from work and I'd be like, "All right, let's go out." And she'd be like, "No, I've been around people all day." And I'm like, "I've been sitting in my house all day working. I want to go hang out with friends or, and she was always like, "Well, from your perspective, like I've dealt with people all day. I need to reset." So that's a really funny perspective.
Yeah, or just leave the house. Like in this world of like working from home, I could go 4 or 5 days, and the only place I go in the gym in the morning, and then
Yeah.
I go home, and then I'm just in my house all week, and I can't wait. Like that's part of my Friday thing. It's just like by noon, I'm like, man, I gotta go like see my guys and go hang out
Yeah.
and just get out of my house because it's
Monday,
boring, and it also
Tuesday,
feels like to me
Wednesday,
Yeah.
there.
Thursday. I mean, it's cute that you're hiding all this territory.
It's funny that we
okay.
said when hockey season's over, we'll take a break.
around Friday at noon, I start missing my boys after I've hung out with them Thursday night, Wednesday night.
But it is
Sorry.
like you
I don't know what that
Campbell,
accent
you
was.
travel
Yeah,
and you're with people.
yeah.
And like a lot of my job is entertaining and I have to be on.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not like, contrary to what most people believe, I'm not
More of an
on.
introvert.
Yeah. I'm more
Yeah.
of an introvert.
Yeah.
And I flip the switch and I'm on and I am the social butterfly and I am
Yeah.
walking around a room and doing all this stuff. And
That's
then when
real.
I come
That's real.
home, I just want to like, hey, give me a little bit of time.
Yeah. Yeah, need a recharge.
Yeah, and it's different. It's like I think a lot of people, for me, maybe get the perspective like, oh, you don't want to hang out, or you don't want.
Yeah.
But no, I need a minute.
Yeah,
I need a minute because I'm not going to be.
because you've been hanging out.
Yeah, I'm not.
gonna be my
I'm,
best
I'm
self
not going to
unless I
be
recharge.
the JB people want or whatever. If I go out and
No,
I'm
that's
kind of
real.
a grumpy,
You
right?
like you
Yeah.
are preaching like on a level right now that I don't think you recognize it is being able to be that guy
That people
constantly
expect.
for not only your family, for your friend group, for your coworkers, for it's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot. And
I'm going to be a
sometimes-
shitty husband,
Yeah.
a shitty dad, a shitty coworker if I don't get just a little bit of time to chill
Yeah.
and
Love it.
just recalibrate, right?
We-
So
We talked a lot about that recently about like, hey, let me go charge my batteries, let me go on this golf trip, let me go do my thing. And we do that with our spouses as well. But I think a lot of people I present as an extrovert, but I really am kind of an extroverted introvert.
No, you're not.
I am 100%.
That's adorable.
No, but like I'll bet you guys can all identify with this when you're on the road and you're out to like a dinner or you're doing something social with some coworkers, and then that hotel room door closes behind you, and you're like, oh, you don't even bother to turn the TV on. You're just like, oh my gosh, quiet. Like
Derek,
just
when
me.
you leave tonight, and you've been gone for 5 minutes, you're going to send a text out and say, "Anybody still hanging out?"
Hey, that-
You're the.
Hey, that-
I love
Because
your.
we've got that group of friends.
So
hey,
Norm,
that's not untrue.
Norm,
Yeah.
take
Yep.
us full circle on this topic. So what is the summer of Doug?
So I just want men, not only the men in my friend group, the men in the friend group. I'll get it out. I've had a couple of Basil Hayden, so things got a little slurry there.
You've had one.
confirmed.
1, 2, 3. Who cares? I need everyone to just understand that. Take a step back. Sometimes the pressure that the people in your house put on you isn't always the right pressure. And to just take a step back. And sometimes there's been times I've looked at my father-in-law and I love him. But I'm like, man, what's wrong with you, man? Like, step in, get present. But I also know he's navigated some things that doesn't always allow him to be present. Because, hey, man, when I was dialed in, man, I had a lot of stuff going on. And I'm asking you guys and the listeners, take a moment this summer. If it's a trip to the beach, if it's a trip by yourself, if it's a trip with your brother, your sister, if it's a trip with a grandparent, like whatever that is, do it, because the summer of Doug is about doing the things that you know you should do. And it's about taking a step back and not allowing things to just pour on you and pile on you and build you up till you're just literally a pile of poo-poo, right?
Yep.
You're just a puddle of poo-poo
As
because
Outcast
you got
would say.
because you got a lot of stuff on you. So that's all. That's what the summer Doug is about.
Wait, something you said just hit me. Is it possible that because of the things that Doug has been through in his life, he's now aware of what's important?
Yeah.
And the unimportant falls off him like he's waxed.
You don't
Like-
worry about the small stuff,
Right.
Right?
Like,
Yeah,
hey, so-and-so wants Chick-fil-A. I don't care.
I don't care.
I want Chick-fil-A. I'm going. I said it once. Anybody who didn't get on board, hey, congratulations on having ramen at home tonight or cereal or whatever the hell's laying around in the pantry, because I said it.
Well, and I think it's about accountability too, right? It's not like, I know that word can carry a lot of weight, but like, if I say, hey, I'm going to run to Chick-fil-A, anybody hungry? And people are like, no, and then I go and I grab some food and I'm sitting at the kitchen counter and eating my food, and people are like, why don't you wait for me? It's like, hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, you had your shot.
Right.
I said it once.
And I do have
Chick-fil-A should be a sponsor tonight.
Yeah, it should be. And I'd be
kidding.
remiss
Speaking of sponsors, we'll get to
if,
that.
if I don't say
We've got
out
a
loud.
good one.
My father-in-law is a God-fearing Christian, makes no qualms about it. One of the first things, our first conversations we ever had when I met my wife was, are you a believer of Jesus Christ? And my answer, of course, was definitely yes, without a doubt.
Amen.
And he was like, all right, we good. And he and I have navigated a lot of stuff together as a group. But that, for me, despite our differences and stuff we argue about, and who's in power, political stuff, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Regardless of that, at the end of the day, he and I have the very same thought process, and I love him for that. And we'll fuss. I'll get home Friday and we'll fall out on the front porch, having a beer or two, and we'll argue with each other. But I love him for it, and I'm grateful for it. Hey, Doug, if you're listening, I love you, man. I appreciate what you've done. You've raised a fantastic young woman.
Yep. Shout out.
And shout out to Liz and Isaac. Love y'all.
Shout out just to the whole vibe tonight, man. I mean, like, kudos, Norm, on bringing that out.
But the Summer of Doug's really about not giving a fuck.
Well, yeah.
Which-
I mean, I mean, let's
that's
call it
what
that.
I'm on
but,
board
but
with.
I also
but-
feel
but
like that's a really hard thing.
Yeah.
Like, Rob, go to work every day. Come home. Got responsibilities. You got kids and sports. You got.
Did you just say Rob works every day?
Debatable.
Man,
But at
track
the
dancing
end of the
t-shirt.
day, right? It's like
I don't think
it's like a lot of times it's hard to take that step back.
Yeah.
Because you damn near can't. And it's like I get home from work. I went to Greensboro and Winston-Salem, and I drive straight back, and I got to be to baseball practice at 5:30.
Yeah.
Or I've got to get so and so to dance, or the thing is, it's like sometimes it is really, really hard to just recognize that and take that step back.
Yep.
By the way, I love that you named your daughter so and so.
So and so. Joe and Josh.
Hey, shout out so and
So
so.
and so.
It's an old family name.
Michigan.
Hey, so
You guys want to hear my Michigan accent?
Oh,
Yeah, let's
Lord.
hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Let me work on it
Please,
first.
dear Lord.
Rob, weigh in. Give a little.
Please,
give a
dear
little.
Jesus.
I hate Norm commentary or something.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to weigh in your accent. I could do that all night long.
I'll get there.
Please,
Let me
Rob.
work
Hey,
on
man.
some of these.
Hey, man.
It's like Borat and Luigi had a baby.
That's exactly right.
Hey, you could weigh in. I mean, you didn't say much about what we did the other night. I mean, like, that was a pretty good time.
That was one of the best nights I've had, yeah. Waffle House was the best. You guys are just bitching and moaning about sitting on the curb, though.
Hey, man, I don't sit on curbs well anymore now that I'm old, man. Getting up off a curb's a pain in the ass, especially in cowboy boots.
Facts.
You guys, if you don't set the bar too high and your expectations stay low, that's a great night. We went to Cardinal, had a great time. I wasn't with y'all, but it's like you went to Cardinal.
Yep.
Great music,
Yep.
great
Awesome.
drinks.
Great.
Went to Waffle House,
Winning.
sat on the curb,
Come on.
and I talked to Derek about this. It's like that's a damn good night.
Oh, the story is always better. Like, I had a buddy who used to say, it's more fun to complain about the girls you didn't get than brag about the ones you did. He said it in slightly more colorful language than that. But it's really, like, the story is always what you're after, right? So I always joke, like, when you go to a wedding, if the wedding comes off perfectly, it's kind of boring. Like, nobody ever talks about it. But I've been to weddings where, like, an outdoor wedding where it started to rain a minute and a half before, like, the vows, and, like, people are, like, scurrying inside or whatever. Like, that's the fun. Like, that's what really makes life fun, is not things that go as planned, but things that go not as planned.
What are you going to talk about in 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years?
Sitting
right?
on the damn curb eating my stupid
That's right.
Right.
bowl.
It could be a whole meme tomorrow.
My son's godfather got cut off at our wedding, rightfully so. But I'm telling you, the stories that came out of that he was on the middle of the dance floor with like 7 kids around. He had his napkin like Peyton Manning had a towel, and he's running Omaha before we even ate. And it's like, yeah, the wedding reception was awesome. But man, everybody talks about Slick Rick, being out there running. You're running a slant, he's calling plays, and everybody's loving it, and everybody's just watching it.
That's
It's like
incredible.
those are the stories that last. That's
Speaking
right.
of stories, and I'm gonna sidebar here for a second. Was going to bring this up on our side piece episode, but it involves baseball, so it didn't fit with
we got
the
a guy.
World Cup.
We got a guy in a Freddie Freeman jersey sitting over there.
Yeah. So,
Old school, baby.
quick sidebar before we figure out how to get us out of here. Last night I'm watching the UNC Oklahoma Men's Championship World Series game, and shout out to Oklahoma for just kicking the tail of the heels.
That got ugly.
But at one point, and I think North Carolina put, I don't know the number, but let's just call it 11 pitchers on the mound. And I'm laying there on the couch watching it with my wife and Dino. And one of the pitchers' last names for UNC was Boaz, Boaz. And I immediately remembered, this is talking about like telling stories and all these things. I remembered immediately that when I was in 7th grade, my best friend Ray Detweiler, shout out Ray.
Shout out Ray.
Shouts out to Ray.
Come
Come on, Ray.
Give him
Ray,
one. Give him
where
one.
you at? Ray.
He's in Dallas.
Dallas, hanging out. Ray's in Dallas. Come on to NC and visit your friend.
So Ray and I are on the beach in Charleston, North Carolina, or Charleston, South Carolina, in 7th grade, and this stud-looking dude is fishing. And as Ray loves to mention, I've never met a stranger. So I go up to him and I'm like, "Hey man, you catch anything?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm catching." And I say to him, "Man, you look like you're an athlete. Do you play anywhere?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm the punter at UNC." And his name was Jay Boaz.
Oh, get out of here. This is a dad?
This is like before last night. Now wait, before last night, this isn't even relevant. But Ray we remember this moment our entire life. Our entire life, we remember this moment. Hey, remember the time we were on the beach of Charleston and we ran into that punter from UNC? His name was Jay Boaz. And he's like, "Yeah." He was catching fish, and you asked him how many fish he was catching. He was like, "Yeah, they're not biting or whatever," and you were a dork and all that stuff. So last night, there's the pitcher on TV, Boaz. His name is Folger, like the coffee. Yeah. So I text my best friend last night. I say, "Hey, do you remember coming across a UNC punter when we were in 7th grade on the beach in Charleston who, his name was Boaz?" And he was like, "Do I remember?" He's like, "I remember that you walked up to him and asked him, like, what are you catching? Where do you play? You look like an athlete." And I was like, "Holy shit." And we Googled it in the moment, and his son was pitching
Folger?
last
Wow.
night on
That's
TV.
amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Hey,
So,
Looked like his son was only catching homers last night.
yeah, totally.
Hey, so Boaz,
Boaz.
that's pretty funny because there's a Boaz, Alabama.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, Boaz,
beautiful little
Alabama.
City
So-
going up 431.
JB and I were in the pool this weekend talking about coaches' shorts. Remember that?
Several times
Bike,
we were at the
bike,
pool
bike,
this week.
bike coaches
Coaches'
shorts.
shorts?
Yeah, they were like made out of like straight up polyester.
Like straight polyester. Like if you want to itch,
yeah,
buy coaches' shorts.
yeah.
Bill Parcells, big shout out to
Oh,
Bill Parcells.
for sure.
So that's gonna be my Halloween costume this year.
You
Is
just want to wear some bike shorts.
no, your high school gym teacher. I'm going.
Let's all do it.
I'm going.
Get you a
hard,
whistle.
Let's all
I'm
do
going
it.
hard
Let's
collar
all do
golf
it.
That's a
shirt,
good one.
Let's all do it.
tucked into the bike coaches'
Hell
shorts, whistle, cigarettes
Yeah.
in the front.
Rob could just
pocket.
dress. He could just show up like he does everything.
Yeah, he already got the track pants. But my grandmother, when I was a kid, took me to Boaz, Alabama, to the bike outlet and bought me like 8 pairs of coaches' shorts.
That's where you fell in love with 3-inch inseams.
That's right. That's right. I think I still might have a. I think I might still have a raw
got a beer?
inner right
You got a beer?
thigh from the bike coaches' shorts. But I had some that were UGA, and where I grew up, like in New York,
UGA?
if you had some UGA looking gear at all in anything, it was like pretty cool.
Incredible.
Hey,
Boaz,
before we
Alabama,
get out
shout out.
tonight,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, we're
before
about
we
done.
get out
We're
tonight,
wrapping.
this is just my piece right here. Hey, I want to give a shout out again. Maddie, Campbell's niece. Maddie, the noobs love you. We need you to know. Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated loves you and your sorority sisters. Tell them to come out, have a good time. When the bros have a party, just tell them Big Whiskey sent you.
Hey,
AMU chapter,
hey, Norm,
Jacksonville State University.
Hey, Norm, you know they're onto you.
That's all right. That's what we want.
You got anything extra to say?
Yeah, hey, say she love me, but she want you. She be what? But she be what? She with the noose now.
Texting you.
Noose now.
She be texting you.
That's what we do, baby. You know, Kappa. That's what the ladies say. When I wanna lay. KAPPAALPHAPS.
Let's go.
I can't
boys.
wait to go to Friends Weekend.
Oh,
right.
best weekend ever. Best episode ever.
All right, y'all.
Hey,
Um,
on the way out the door,
Yep.
our friend Campbell, our host, our Segway
Oh,
champion,
Yes, tomorrow.
turns the big 5-0 tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Many of us have passed
Oh.
that threshold elegantly, I would argue.
Happy birthday, Campbell.
Campbell, tell us
Happy
what it's like to turn
birthday,
50.
Campbell. Happy birthday.
While he looks down his nose at it, like over his
So
reading
awful.
glasses
I know.
at me right
All right, brother.
There's a lot. I've had some friends that have struggled with milestone birthdays,
Nah.
big ones. I feel tomorrow's going to wake up and
Blessed.
feel just amazing. I'm looking forward to the next chapter of my life. I wrote down just that health is happiness, and I'm honestly, and I've talked about it for probably about 6 months. I'm ready to get back into the gym and really
Yep.
get after it, and probably do a little bit less of this during the week, and eat more healthier and all those things.
Not
man,
with the 15 friends.
that was
podcast.
that was the biggest thing I wrote down was health is happiness, and I've a lot of us are going through stuff. In my family, I've got an uncle who's in ICU right now. My dad's oldest brother, also named Walter, and I've had some good conversations with my dad over the last 48 hours, and my dad keeps telling me, just keep working out and keep moving,
Yep.
and keep being active and keep doing all the right things, because the end of life sucks. And so, I'm looking forward to 50. I've always said in the back of my mind, at the age of 50, I want to be in the best shape of my life, and that's what I want to try to commit myself to. I hope
That's
all
right.
you guys will help keep me accountable to that. So,
What's his name? Walter.
Walter,
So when I do my thing this evening,
yeah,
I'm gonna take Walter to the prayer closet
Oh,
with me,
take
because
him
that's
deep.
who I am.
Take
I don't
him
make
deep.
no qualms about it. I ain't ashamed of it. I ain't
Amen,
scared of
brother.
nothing. I tell it like it is. So
Take him
Walter,
deep.
I'll be praying for you tonight, baby.
thank you.
All right, guys.
Last really quick little shout out, just a little recommendation, and did want to acknowledge real quick that Main Street Tavern in Rolesville has been a sponsor of ours over the last
Oh,
2
yeah.
episodes. So thanks, Jeff Cass, for you and your crew over there.
Cha-ching.
We can't wait to visit you on a happy hour. Anybody else got anything to just exit on before we go?
No, I want to add on to what you said. I think you've got an amazing role model in Frank Cox. The fact that the man is just vibrant and lives his life the way you should live it. And turning 50, I mean, you're barely scratching the surface.
He's 80-some years old
My dad
in
will
the
be 82.
gym
Yeah.
daily,
Yeah.
doing squats, doing lunges, doing
That's a bad dude.
God dang.
I know. I love him.
We'll have Frank on the podcast, and he will not disappoint.
No.
I guarantee it.
No, he won't.
No.
Appreciate you guys so much, and you guys are
Summer of
amazing
Doug.
friends. Yep.
Summer of
Doug.
Doug. Embrace your Doug.
All right, y'all. This is
Take us out, Jeff.
This is
Is it summertime?
Love y'all.
Wait, what is it?
Summer breeze.
But it's Summer of Doug.
Summer of Doug.
this has been
Makes your
episode
life
7 of 15
easy.
Friends.
You
I
can
appreciate y'all
be
hanging out with
fine
us. We love y'all. We'll see you guys soon, and let's get it.
as-